Hello, my wonderful Scorpios. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of those of you that are currently not in communication with your person. So, as per usual, I will be starting off with an oracle and we can clarify the existing energies with tarot. Okay, guys, so we have message of concern. Okay. Card number 14, reducing to 5. Scorpio, what I see here is like this is someone who feels like they haven't heard from you from a very long time. And more specifically for some of you, they just don't have a way of knowing what you're up to, even if they're not speaking to you. So, some of you, maybe you deactivated your social media. Maybe there's an energy of you just not being active on your social media if it's not about deactivating it. But with the message of concern here, I definitely see it as someone who is wanting to reach out to you because they're kind of worried. They're wondering what you're up to, but they have no way of figuring you out. With the card number being 14 reducing to 5, they are hoping this message will change things or it will help the both of you overcome an obstacle. The number 5 in numerology, it not only speaks about obstacles, it could also speak about some sort of a change, right? So whether it's overcoming an obstacle that's creating a change or the obstacle is the change that has occurred in this dynamic here. Okay, but I definitely see it as someone who's really like concerned about you. They want to know how you're doing, what you're up to. I do feel like it's stemming from their heart space, but it's almost like a little bit of a worry. Okay. You may be doing something that they're not used to. So maybe you're someone who's like extremely active on your social media, or you're someone who, ends up breaking the silence. But there's something here that you're doing very differently that they're not used to, is how the download is coming through to me. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, so we have a lot of cards flying out here. Let's see. Okay, so we have the Hermit on the bottom of the deck here. Some of you may be dealing with the Virgo. And then we have the Chariot, Cancerian energy. Yeah, this is someone who feels like you guys have been silent with each other for way too long, and it's time to get things off the ground, or they really want to see some sort of progress here. This is very specific, Scorpio, but I don't believe that this is someone who's used to the both of you being silent with each other for a very long time. So I wonder if this, separation was very recent, or this is the longest that you have gone without speaking to this person. Because I'm not saying they're used to just having you reach out, but they feel like you guys always find a way to speak to each other again, or you guys always find a way to mend things. But this time around, something feels very different. They feel like you're very, very isolated with the Hermit and with the Chariot. They're like, what's going on? What's going on with Scorpio? Like, I want to see more progress. I want things to start moving again. And it's even coming through in a way where this person may have not taken the separation as seriously until they realized, wait, this might be the real thing. This time around, it might be really different because it has been such a long time since Scorpio and I have connected. Like, even if it's like an on and off connection, like this time, the off period has been very long and it's creating some sort of concern for your person. Okay, so I'm going to start off by seeing how they're viewing you this week. Okay, the moon. Yeah, they can't figure you out. What's going on, Scorpio? Are you just not in the mood this week? Are you just, wanting to keep to yourself? There are a lot of emotions that are resurfacing for you, Scorpio. We are in a period of retrograde, but I feel like this week in particular, you may feel that a lot of emotions you have suppressed, or a lot of very heavy emotions, to be more specific, are resurfacing, and you feel like you kind of have to deal with them on your own. They're viewing you as, I have no clue what's going on with Scorpio. I can't tell how they feel. I can't tell what they're focused on. I don't even know what they're up to in this current moment. Like, there's like this mystery surrounding you. And more than a mystery, they feel like you're just very isolated and secretive at this time. It doesn't mean that you're purposely hiding something from this person. I just believe it's someone who's really trying to figure you out and figure out how you feel. But they feel like you're not really willing to share that with them. With the moon, there's a very closed off energy. Like some of you, you're feeling very heavy emotions, or something that you have been avoiding thinking about when it comes to this connection is resurfacing for you, and it's a little bit of a bittersweet feeling. You're like, okay, I know I need to deal with this, but it feels so heavy and I don't want to. And for some of you, like you could be a very social person, or maybe you guys have mutual friends and you guys hang out together, or there are certain things that do like enjoy doing, but they're starting to realize that you're not at the places that you used to be, or there's just like this very closed off energy where, not to sound too repetitive, they're just having a difficult time figuring you out. You may be dealing with the Pisces. And, I'm being drawn to the image of the fish. And so the spiritual meaning behind fish, it could be a lot to do with, money matters. It could be a lot to do with, like goals, but it's more so something that's tangible. So for some of you, this person may feel like you're more concerned about, financial matters or something to do with your stability here. And it's also, and fish are also symbolic for like going with the flow of things. Okay. And so it could be that you're trying your best to go, with the flow, but there's also like this very isolated energy that's coming through here. Queen of Cups. Okay. And the Five of Cups. This person is missing you, Scorpio. And I feel like you're possibly picking up on that energy as well. Queen of Cups and Five of Cups coming out in the challenge position is someone who was really disappointed in the past with you, but it's just a very strong emotion of, I miss Scorpio. I want to speak to Scorpio again. I want to know what they're up to. I didn't expect that Scorpio and I wouldn't be speaking for this long. Yeah, there's a lot of concern here, guys. So I don't know if like you blocked this person, or you just maybe blocked them on social media, or blocked their number, or changed your number, but they feel like very worried, very concerned. And they love you, with the Queen of Cups. They view you as extremely nurturing, someone who has been very emotionally giving and open, but in the current moment, you're not that way. And that's what's causing them to feel very, what's going on, or a little bit scatterbrained. And with the Five of Cups, this person, not only are they receiving signs about you, Scorpio, they're really reminded of how you made them feel. And this is like someone being reminded of the connection that you guys share. It's not really coming through to me as someone who's like revisiting memories. It's coming through to me as someone who's like, okay, this is a very strong connection because I feel it, very immensely. It's even an energy, guys, of like this person possibly feeling like they wouldn't be as bothered if they weren't to hear from you, but they're very bothered by it. And, what's making them realize that they really care is they're genuinely concerned. They're genuinely worried about what you're up to. The way that you're viewing them, Six of Cups, you do miss them. There is an energy of feeling a bit nostalgic, but there's a question of, do I want to return to the past? And for others of you, just being very transparent here, I do feel, Scorpio, like for some of you, you're thinking of this person, but you just don't want to talk to them. You just don't want to reach out to them. You're going through a lot emotionally, and you feel like you need to get your emotions intact, or the emotions that are resurfacing are something that you need to deal with on your own. It's almost like you're going through a very heavy period emotionally, and you feel like you want to be on your own. And it could be, quite literally being misunderstood by this person. Because with the Six of Cups, you're viewing them as someone that you have a connection to, and you feel like there's a lot of chemistry there, but you don't feel ready to be vulnerable with this person. You are in a very vulnerable state, but on your own. And something that you have been avoiding thinking about, or some sort of emotion that you're like, you know what, I don't want to feel that, I don't want to think about that, I just want to, move on. It's resurfacing so that you can deal with it. And I know that could be a little bit of a bittersweet feeling, but I do see that in the cards here. Queen of Pentacles in your feelings, and the Four of Swords. You're very protective over your energy at this time, is what's coming through to me, Scorpio. I not only see it as, maybe possibly not wanting to be vulnerable with this person, but I definitely see it as, okay, I want to protect my energy at this time. I don't know if I trust this person. I don't know if I trust anyone around me at this time. Like, there's like a very uncertain feeling that you're going through this week pertaining to this person, pertaining to your personal life. And the Four of Swords could be when you feel like you have been feeling very restless for quite some time, and you're like, you know what? I no longer want to feel that way. I no longer want to feel extremely stressed out or restless. And so you could be catching up on sleep, or you're just spending time on your own to recharge. Because this is someone where you're viewing them as you've given a lot to them emotionally. You have been very consumed and invested in this connection. And it's gotten to the point where you're feeling exhausted now and you want to pour into yourself, or you just want to break. So some of you may feel like this was a much needed break also. That's not going to be the case for all of you, but some of you definitely feel like that, because with the Four of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles in your energy, that's like pouring into your own cup, being very sure of yourself, but also prioritizing rest and prioritizing your peace of mind. The Empress in your feelings and the Ten of Pentacles. What you're wanting is a commitment, but you know your worth. So there could be an energy of you saying, you know what, I'm not doing the pursuing. If you're really that concerned about me, or if you're really wanting to work on this connection, I'm going to need to see more from your end. Because the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles, some of you may have children with this person, or there's an energy of you actually wanting to be in a committed relationship. But there's also an energy of you saying, well, if that's not the case, then I'm just going to draw my energy back. If I'm not going to get what I want from this connection, then I'm no longer going to invest in it, because you do feel emotionally connected to this person, but you also feel very consumed by this connection. And maybe you feel like you were consumed by this connection for the wrong reasons. And this time around, what's resurfacing for you is, do you, Scorpio, still want to be consumed by this connection if you're not receiving what you want from it? So you're definitely going through a pretty deep introspective period, is what I see on your end. Some of you may be dealing with a Libra or a Taurus. But the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles could also be an energy of feeling like, we could have had it all. This could have been very stable. I know my worth. I know what I bring to the table. But somewhere along the lines here, you may feel like there was like a very closed off energy or some sort of disappointment that caused you to kind of reevaluate the situation, or at least what you wanted in this bond here. Queen of Cups being clarified by the Princess of Cups. Five of Cups, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there may be children in this dynamic, or this person could be viewing you as like very nurturing and very caring, but they feel like you're just more focused on yourself this week. They're just like, as I'm tapping into their feelings here, or what they're feeling challenged by, it's pretty much the fact that they're not hearing from you, and they don't believe that they will this week, because they're sensing more of an isolated energy. And just being, completely transparent, Scorpio, like this person may feel like you were giving into the situation a lot more easily in the past, or you were giving them like countless chances to get things right. But like I said, something feels very real this time around. And that's why they're concerned. That's why it's raising some sort of worry. And so with the Princess of Cups, it could be someone who wants to reach out. There could be a message, with the first card being message of concern, it could be quite literally something like, I miss you. What are you up to? I know you're upset with me, but I just want to know that you're okay. Because at this point, as much as they want to communicate with you, they are a bit worried. So it could even be a message, like I said, of, I know you're upset with me, but just let me know that you're okay. Five of Pentacles, clarifying the Five of Cups. Not only are they missing you, they're really bothered by the fact that they're a complete outsider in your life. That's what they're feeling challenged by. Five of Pentacles could speak about financial issues as well, but I think it has a lot to do with this connection not feeling stable. 5, 5, and 14 reducing to 5. So that could be, you guys could be seeing triple fives, which means a major change has taken place here. And your person is trying to adapt to it, but it's very difficult. It's almost like when you have someone who does everything in their power to work things out with you, and then they stop doing it, and then you start feeling a void. So this person may feel like they have taken you for granted, or they were not appreciating the fact that you were actually always trying to find a solution, or always trying to keep this connection together. It's like when you threw your hands up and said, you know what, I'm no longer going to try to be the glue in this relationship. That could have been the very thing that kind of threw them off. In their feelings, we have the Princess of Swords. They're trying so hard to figure you out. This could be asking mutual friends about you, watching tarot readings, trying to figure you out through social media, but they're having such a difficult time doing that because you're being very cautious with what you're publicizing. Queen of Wands, a lot of attraction between you both. Another thing that I see here, guys, is three queens, including the Empress. So for some of you, this could be someone who is very indecisive. Because in your feelings, what I see is this is what I want, a stable connection. And if I'm not getting a stable connection, I'm not investing. And so maybe you feel like you knew clearly what you wanted from this connection, but this person did not. We also have the Two of Swords in their feelings and the Prince of Swords. This person is very curious about you guys. Like it's almost an energy of what is Scorpio up to? It's almost like killing them that they don't know if you're still interested. They don't know if you're speaking to someone new. They just don't know anything. They're having a hard time figuring you out. And with the Two of Swords, they're like, you know, in between worlds. You know, they know that they don't see something clearly, but then because they don't see, you know, the future clearly, or they don't understand how you feel clearly, they're having a hard time making a decision. This person feels like they will remain stuck until they speak to you. They will be up in their head about you and this situation until they receive some sort of clarity from you, like directly from you. The Emperor coming out in the potential outcome, the Four of Pentacles. Okay, what's the Emperor? The Chariot, the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. This person, because in the potential outcome, guys, the Emperor and the Chariot could be when you're taking accountability, you're accepting things for what it is, but you're also moving forward. So this person could quite literally feel like you're completely moving on from this situation. For some of you, you have a gut feeling that that's what you need to do, especially if you're not receiving what you want from this connection here. Now, with the Emperor and the Four of Pentacles, I do feel like the fact that this person can't figure you out, or the fact that you're going to be very held back or very hard to read, is going to continue. Because the Emperor could be that energy, but Four of Pentacles is a very held back energy. And it's because ultimately you feel like there's a lack of stability here. And you're like, I'm not going to open up emotionally or keep going back and forth with you or go in circles if this is not going to result in a commitment. And then we have the Chariot and the Three of Cups. You may bump into this person at some sort of an occasion, or like you guys are invited to the same the same gathering, sorry. But I definitely see it as this person not being able to make a decision until they hear from you. So this decision could vary. It's a general read. It could be a decision between you and investing in another connection. It could be between you and, needing to maybe relocate. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be another person, but the main message that I'm getting is this person feels like they need to hear from you prior to making a decision here. The fact that they can't figure you out, or the fact that you're very closed off at this time, even if you have a legitimate reason to be, they're feeling very confused emotionally. Okay. So let's see what they want to communicate to you. Now, this is also very specific, so only take it if it resonates. For some of you, you could be held back from this person because you feel very strung along, or you may have pulled back your energy to kind of teach this person a lesson or show them, hey, you're not going to be receiving my attention, or I'm not investing in this situation until you're sure about what you want. But instead of this person figuring out what they want or making a firm decision, they feel more confused. So I do feel like there's a little bit of a misunderstanding here, if that was your intentions. Or sorry, if that was your intention. Let's see here. Okay, what do they want to communicate to Scorpio? I need security. And that's that Four of Pentacles energy. But I also feel like this has a lot to do with wanting to know where you stand before, like I said, making a decision. I hide my feelings. The irony, because they feel like you're hiding your feelings. They feel like you're very isolated at this time. And even in their feelings, guys, we have the Queen of Wands, a lot of swords energy. I don't feel like they're showing you how bothered they actually are. I think they're keeping it to themselves. And Queen of Wands is kind of like when you could be appearing as if everything's okay, or you're appearing to be more confident than you actually feel on the inside. But Queen of Wands and Three of Cups is definitely an indecisive energy. I want you back. Yeah, I think we've established this. I definitely feel like they want you back, and maybe you're aware of that too, Scorpio. You're highly intuitive, but it could be that you're like, what do you want me back for? Is it the right reasons, or do you just want us to go back to where we started? Because that's not something I want to be a part of anymore. You inspire me. So the changes that you're making or how you're handling this situation could be inspiring this person. So let's see what needs to be surrendered in this connection. So this could be a message that applies to you or your person here. Okay. So we have surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. So someone here could be holding on to a grudge, and that's what's hindering, this connection or forward movement here. So this person may know that you're upset with them, but the message here could be, wanting you to forgive them. This could even be holding on to some sort of a negative experience that happened in this bond as well. And so it's all about perspective. It's like if you want to move forward with this person, it may require you to forgive that, right? Whether that's on your end, your person's end. But maybe for others of you, it's forgiving the situation so that you could just close this chapter and move forward. But I do feel like an energy here that is holding on to grudges or holding on to maybe not the best experience is definitely hindering this connection. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. There's going to be a deeper understanding that occurs where it's like, okay, now I'm starting to understand why this person, was acting the way that they were, or I'm starting to understand why this person is so indecisive, or why they are in this very non-committal energy. There's like a deeper understanding to this person's behavior that that may be illuminated to you this week, Scorpio. Okay, so let's see if I can get you guys some angel messages. We have romance. So this lets me know that there's still a very deep connection between you both. But then the bottom of the deck, we have reconsider, which lets me know that maybe you're not wanting the same things as you used to, or maybe something that you thought would make you happy is not fulfilling you in the current moment. There's some sort of decision or maybe a thought that you're reconsidering is what I see here. Okay. So, my wonderful Scorpios, that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.